Hi everyone and welcome to Lost Boy. My name is Jamie for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general collective message. It's intended for whoever needs it. Please take the messages that resonate with you in your particular situation and drop the ones that do not. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, all of the information on how to do so is down below in the description box. Alrighty y'all. Let's get into this message. Universe. What is going on in the energy? And what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? That's a whole lot of cups. That's a whole lot of cups. The 10 of cups sideways. Sorry. This one's the 9 of cups. This one's the 10 of cups. So the 9 of cups is sideways. The 10 of cups is reversed. The 4 of cups is also sideways. There's 23 cups here. And 23 breaks down to 5. This is about change. Somebody here is done feeling trapped to some kind of situation that they were emotionally tied down to. Somebody here is done being disillusioned. We have the Knight of Wands sideways as well. You know, dealing with somebody here who was very on the fence. You never knew what version you were going to get. Having to tiptoe. Somebody definitely felt trapped, stuck, imprisoned mentally. Somebody couldn't see a way out due to the emotion, due to the emotional tie. And with this 4 of cups sideways, I'm getting it. It's like somebody, once they took the emotions out of it and saw the facts for what they were, it's allowing them to bring in some change. We have the Chariot here. It's sideways. Somebody still hasn't enacted on the change. But now they see a way out. And that in itself is opening up that pathway. It's opening up that doorway. Alright, as above, so below. What we think, we create. We have the Hanged Man reversed. That's breaking free to some kind of old pattern, old belief, old way of thinking. Some kind of preconditioning, pre-programming. We have Temperance sideways. Queen of Swords sideways. You know, there's been a lot of lies. There's been a lot of deceit. There's been a lot of dishonesty. Again, that tiptoeing energy. 3 of Wands and the Queen of Wands reverse. Again, that impulsivity, that not knowing what side you're going to get, that constant need of someone needing to always be right, wanting to win. And then we have the 3 of Swords. I mean, this isn't easy. You know, and it's okay for us to mourn past relationships or even mourn something that we are saying goodbye to. I don't feel like this is like the death of somebody, but I feel like somebody is saying goodbye to some kind of relationship. It could be most likely romantic, but relationships come in all different shapes and forms, right? Could be family, friends, a business partner, right? Because, I don't know, maybe you've known this business partner for so long. I don't know. Take this however it resonates for your situation here, but somebody is leaving the emotions out of it. And maybe that has something to do with this Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with somebody here who, you know, knows how to like butter you up. That's why it's like that you don't know what side you're gonna get. This is kind of, you know, it's borderline sociopathic, but I mean, I'm not gonna go that extreme. But you don't know what side you're gonna get with somebody. Strong Cancer energy here, Pisces. Could be Sagittarius as well. We have a High Priestess here. Somebody here has been enlightened to the truth. They've been able to access some kind of information here from a higher dimension. Universe, tell us more, please. Somebody here is also making a choice to choose themselves. Maybe part of this belief in this conditioning was, you know, we were in something together, right? And this could be like maybe like a trauma bond, or you were bonded through some kind of experience or multiple different experiences, right? That's what life gives us. Life gives us experiences. The good and the bad. We have imprisonment and it came out reversed. Somebody here is no longer trapped and stuck. They're no longer a victim to their own belief system, to what they believed to be true. Maybe that's what they wanted it to be all along, right? That goes to that disillusionment part, right? And maybe when we try to focus on the good times when somebody is buttering us up, right, to try and make us forget about the times when things can't be buttered up. We have distant horizons. There's definitely some kind of travel. 36, this breaks down to a 9. 9s are all about closure. Closing out a cycle. Closing out a chapter. Preparing to say goodbye. You know, it's like the last call at the bar, right? Or like that last all aboard before the train starts. I don't know, I've never been on a train. No idea. I don't know what they say. I just watch the movies. Universe, tell me more. We have Lovers. This has to do with choices. We have a journey here. Somebody is planning some kind of move, some kind of departure. This guy has all of his bags packed with him. All aboard? All aboard. This is all about choices. Somebody here is no longer confused or trapped into keeping something going. This is all about soul ties and soul family and the energy that we keep around us. That distance horizons and this lover's card, they both had birds on them. Somebody is getting ready to take flight. This could be the final embrace, the final goodbye. Universe, tell me more. We have courthouse, courtship and change. Somebody here could be filing for divorce. Nines bring about closure. And when you close out a chapter, when you close out a cycle, that brings about change. Because things are not the same. And again here, with another chariot, with another mode of transportation. Somebody is moving forward into a new future. Sudden wealth. It's interesting because this 29 breaks down to an 11. Somebody's unlocking the pathway, you know, to their spiritual blessing, to their spiritual inheritance. Somebody is realizing now, maybe that something or someone that they thought that was good for them really isn't. And that maybe it's not over. There's still time. You can still choose you. There's still plenty of time here. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you really still want that fairy tale ending, you can still have it. You can go out there and get it. That's what you deserve. That's what we all deserve. Universe. Tell me more. This 23 also breaks down to a 5. We have a main female. So we have a feminine here that's putting themselves first. That's putting them into center frame. This feminine here is getting ready to take flight. You know, it may be painful, it may sting, but that too will heal in time. We have coffin, saying goodbye. Saying goodbye to the old version of oneself. Stepping into a new one. I don't know why somebody is concerned, though. Oh, they're concerned because of the adjudication. Of course, that's all they care about. Could be a mature man here. And a wealthy man. I don't know, maybe this main female, like I said, putting themselves in center frame, maybe to find somebody more mature. We have high honor. Somebody is stepping into some kind of high honor. House and expectation. For going against some kind of expectation. For going against the odds. For doing what is best for them. Universe, tell us more, please. We have the Four Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. I don't feel like somebody here has been happy with what has been promised. I don't. This is also a resting period. This is healing. This is the mending period. Right? This is the sting. This is the death of the old self. This is a dark night of the soul. We have the Ten of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands. And here we go, having somebody in their ego. Be very careful, because somebody is panicking because of the adjudication. They're going to panic about the adjudication. Somebody doesn't want you to have access to some kind of information. And somebody here is also not happy with the fact that you broke free and that you were able to no longer wanting to be slabbed in butter. You know, a little side note, before getting into this reading, as I was getting ready, I heard my spirit guide say blue bonnet. And I was just like, blue bonnet? I'm like, you mean margarine? Like the butter? And that was it. And I was like, what does butter have to do with anything? Somebody here is excessive, overindulgent, right? And I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody who cooks with butter. I'm not, because I do too. Guilty. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. But I feel like this is somebody here who just lathers it on. And now it's like, are you eating toast or you're eating butter? It's like they're excessive, overindulgent, this Knight of Wands, impulsive, this drive, this need to like show off and be like emboldened here, but it's going back to that, what side are you gonna get? And this is the side who's ultimately feeling defensive here because they're losing out at something. They're losing recognition. Could be seen as a failure. Maybe they don't want to be seen as a failure. Maybe that's how they take it. It has nothing to do with you. It's gonna make them look bad. Back to that programming conditioning. What is everybody gonna say? Who gives a crap? Can guarantee you Because the ones who matter get it, and the ones who don't will talk. Universe, tell us more. The Hanged Man. This is somebody here who's trapped with their own belief system. Somebody here could have even... There could be an age gap here, and maybe you met this person when you were younger, and maybe you looked up to them because, again, that mature energy. And maybe somebody here just tried to entrap you with their own... I don't know why I want to... Like, Andrew Tate bullshit. And I'm not trying to throw him under the rug. I don't know the man, but... Maybe it's that whole, like... The feminine needs to be subservient type of energy. I don't know. Somebody here was definitely feeling restricted, held back, guarded. Alright, somebody here who doesn't share. So they sprinkle on the butter. Somebody here is trying to block you from successfully moving forward. Maybe because they don't want you to be in a new relationship. Maybe y'all even have children. They can't stop you from living your life either. Oh, I just took a screenshot, apparently. It's probably my face going. It's lovely. Nine of Cups reversed, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Devil reversed, the Queen of Wands upright, Six of Cups reversed, the Seven of Wands, and the Empress. There you are. There's the main female. You know, posing for the camera. Still in center view. Right? Perfectly lined up. Ready to take her shot. No longer trapped, confined by some kind of guilt. It's not your guilt. Somebody was also trying to, maybe with this whole buttering up thing, you know, like making you believe that, like, maybe something here was your fault. Or that you could have done better. The hell? You broke free from some kind of bond, trauma bond, some kind of restriction. Somebody was trying to block that, trying to keep you trapped in the past, blocked from taking opportunities here. They didn't want you to be seen. Double nines here. They were trying to delay the inevitable. They didn't want something to be over. Even if they said that they did, right? And that's the thing. And it's the people that'll push you away. That'll be the ones that'll be hanging on to the very last, till the very last breath. And it's like, what? And it's that whole tiptoeing. What side are you gonna get? Strong Taurus, Libra energy here. Leo, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces. You're standing up for yourself. And you have people behind you, too. Is what I feel like I want to say. Like, you have support here. Like I said, those that get it, do. And those that don't, let them talk. Universe. Tell us more here. What else does the collective need to know at this time? Or for whoever this reading is for. We have a copycat. Somebody here is a copycat. You could be... This person could be a poser. I mean, you don't know what side you're gonna get. This is somebody here who... doesn't want someone to discover what it is that they're actually up to here. That somebody is a product? They're a knockoff? They try to pretend to be that they're something else? This could be somebody here who even painted some kind of picture. Right, and this is what they do. Like, maybe this is somebody here who wanted you to feel some certain way about certain people. Because I was saying, like, there are people behind you. There are people in support of you. So maybe somebody here wanted you to believe that those people were against you to make it seem like you were the problem. Trying to make themselves to paint themselves to be as if they were someone that they are not. Somebody else. A mirror image. A copy. Of who it is that they really truly want to be. But they're not that person. They're just a copy of it. They're just a reflection of it. Somebody here is definitely not being themselves. Maybe they don't know who they are. I mean, they definitely have two sides to them. How many other more sides does somebody have? You're definitely dealing with somebody here who liked control. Something here about established routines and patterns. So it's all about control. They control everything. There are certain things that you just had to accept and put up with. Okay. We have trash. Either way, the trash is being thrown out because it's just a copy. It's not an original. It's not worth anything. And maybe that's what this could be. Maybe somebody here was trying to impersonate. Maybe we had somebody here who was supposed to be mature or more mature than you, or had you believe that they were. Because, I'm sorry, just because somebody is older than you does not make them more mature than you. We're just gonna... I said it. And I have not... Listen, I treat everybody with respect, and unless you give me a reason not to. And even then, I do my best to go with God. But I am 5'2". My little vessel can only take so much. I do explode sometimes. But it's getting rid of a copycat. It's throwing out the trash. Anyways, this person could have been trying to imitate as if they were wealthy. Somebody else played out. And that is different here, so I don't even know. I did something. I screwed it up. Y'all saw me. Or the shadow did. I kind of did this, and then I just... Yeah. Universe. Tell me more. See, it's like I'm like... Something wants you to like... They want you to forget about it. They want you to just like, okay, brush it off and move on. Like this energy, it's very... It feels like I've been swimming in like like in a pool of like lard almost. Like it's not water. Like it's very heavy. Like that's what it feels like getting through this energy right now. Is there somebody here who is a hater? And somebody here who has anger management issues. Trying to blame it on somebody else. Somebody here is an extreme hater. They don't like it when the spotlight, the attention's not on them. This could be somebody who has been trying to emulate somebody around them, maybe who gets more light and attention than them. Somebody who has been getting room, secret pleasure, behind the scenes activities, both for pleasure and maybe business, or maybe both. I don't know. It doesn't sound like good business. Somebody here could be a part of something. Going back to maybe somebody here who could be having some kind of secret life. Maybe they were trying to hold you down as an alibi of sorts. Universe. Something here about a schedule. Somebody wanted to put you in your place, and they wanted you to stay in that place. Somebody here using, I don't know, fake friends and police. That just escalated. Somebody here's putting on a show because they're losing out. They're losing their wealth. You're their wealth. This could be somebody here who was attaching onto you because you are an empress, right? The empress is somebody here who is an amazing provider, right? She takes care of her family, of her own, of her kin. She will move mountains. She will take a seed, plant it, right? Grow wheat, chop that bitch down, convert it into flour, and then bake you a cake. She will make it happen. She will find a way. She will take a spark and fan the flames. Somebody led you to believe that they were the one fanning the flames, when in reality it was you, it was your power. Universe. We have caught and investigating in the reverse. So some kind of investigation is over. Somebody here has been caught. Evidence has been gathered. Somebody here has been exposed. Whatever cheating they have done, and however which way they have done it. Somebody here is outdated. Maybe somebody here, I don't know why I just heard this, maybe somebody here got caught because maybe they didn't update their software and there was some kind of vulnerability. Somebody claims that they hate nothing about you, but yet they feel destroyed, and yet now they're trying to burn evidence. They hate nothing about you, then why are they burning the evidence? Why are they trying to get rid of the evidence? Why are they trying to make you forget? People are wild. Universe. Anything else for the collective, please? Shine, jackpot, and unbothered. Your light irritates their demons. Somebody here is a hater. They don't like it when people shine brighter than they do. That's why they like to butter people up. It's such grandiose energy. I don't even want to say this person is a fool or a jester. Like, that's really what I wanted to say. Because even jesters actually played a role. I just found this out. Even though jesters would come and entertain the royals. Wait. Am I thinking about the right thing? Anyways, they would be their entertainment, but those people who would play that role in entertainment, right? These are people who could buddy up and get closer to high important people. The people who the royals would invite. So they would be in on the tea. They actually played an important role, even though they might have looked stupid. Maybe this person wanted you to believe that they were unaware, or that they didn't know something, or that somebody tries to pretend like they're not capable. This is somebody here who has been controlling everybody. So who are they the jester to? Because if they're playing the role as a jester, then they're not the royal. They're not the heir. But they think that they are. This person wasn't anointed for whatever life they've built for themselves. They have been disillusioned. It's due to the many faces that they worn, the masks. The taking from Peter to give to Paul. Right? Keeping people in lack. I don't know, but either way, the fact that somebody here has moved on, thank you, next. Because you're going to access your jackpot here and you are unbothered. She's sunbathing on the back of her boat. Good for her. That's what you're doing. You're basking in the sun. In your light. In the glory of God. Of the universe. Of life. Of your power. Of your new creation. Somebody here is doing the same shit every day, and that's always partying. You know, they're living the dream. I don't know what dream that is, but it's like somebody trying to always keep the party going. Like they can't. That's what that buttering up. There's no accountability. There's no growth. There's never been. Somebody here is played out. Outdated. That's why we got the outdated. There's been no growth. There's just been buttering up. Universe, tell us more. Somebody, you're moving. You're moving. Literally moving on. Thank you, next. Somebody here is talking shit because you're unbothered. Let them talk shit. Because the people who are talking shit are the people that I never really were on your side anyway. So, yeah, it may sting. It may hurt because maybe you were like, well, like, you know what? I believed in you once, but I'd rather know than to continue on with a lie. Somebody here is a spiritual hater. They don't like somebody's light. They hate on your spirituality. They hate on your light, your magic, your power, your ability to fan the flames. Let them talk shit. Let the embers, right? Hit him on the way out. Universe. Moving on. Into you and wants you back. Absolutely not. It's like, as you're moving on, I want you so bad. This is a person that pushes you away, but yet wants you to not move on. Like, make it make sense. We have child services, and we have a thief. Somebody here could have, maybe somebody's secret lifestyle could have put something in jeopardy. That's why we have the police involved. Maybe that's how somebody's being woken up. Right? And they're like, you know, I gotta distance myself because I don't want to be attached to this. There was this, I did say that somebody here could have been maybe wanting to use somebody, 41, 44 on the timer, could have been wanting to use somebody as an alibi to cover up their secret life for the business dealings that they do behind closed doors. But yet they played. So somebody here they do backwards dealings. It's like thug-like energy. I don't know, like Breaking Bad. It doesn't have to be like, I don't know. I don't know what anybody's cooking. You're done with it. You're over it. It's not a delicacy, is what it is not. That's for sure. It's not a delicacy. Gordon Ramsay would throw it out the window. Be careful, because this person's gonna try and swing in. They're so upset. They're upset that people have trophies and they don't, that you're too busy winning. Because the shift has happened within you and somebody senses it. They know it. They know. That's why they're going to play that game. That's why they're going to play that game. To try and come back to you. As you're 1 foot in to the new path, to the new life. It's like right as you're like right about to close the door. It's like, but wait. I just got this deck. This is the Doors of Destiny. Universe, what is this path that they are going down? Where is this doorway leading? The door of wonder. It says awe, amazement, fascination, curiosity, mystery, and marvel. So it's time for you to be in awe. Kind of like starstruck, right? A little bit like, ooh. Like, I have access to all of this? I didn't think I ever could. I didn't think that was possible. It is now because you're free of the emotional tie, of the emotional burden. You made the change. You did the change. The moment that you thought differently, the moment that you saw something differently, that shifted you into into a new direction here that is leading you towards wonder and amazement and awe. We have door of creativity at the bottom. This is you feeling inspired, childlike again. You know, it's like stepping foot into your favorite amusement park for the first time, right? I don't know, maybe some of y'all, something about Disney. Maybe some of y'all have never went to Disney. This is like going to Disney for the first time. Legoland, right? Universal. You know, and feeling how you felt stepping into like maybe your first carnival when you were a child, like that, you know, that innocence, that return of joy. Universe. Tell us more. The door of joy. Happiness, delight, pleasure, bliss, contentment, satisfaction. Wonder and joy, happiness, delight. That just confirms everything I've been saying. The ability to be creative, right? To take the sparks of creativity that you receive, to take those ideas, those nuggets, and to fan the flames. It's allowing you to live again. We have Door of Shadows. Introspection, inner journey, unconscious, and integration. You know, Door of Shadows isn't easy. And I feel like that's where you're just coming out of. Where you've left. See, right behind that, the Door of Prosperity. They were trying to stop you from accessing your wonder and joy so that you could tap into your prosperity. So you can take those nuggets, take those sparks, fan those flames. And provide for yourself. Wholeheartedly. Universe, is there anything else the collective needs to know at this time? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Hi everybody, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna be able to hold it. Universe. Anything else the collective needs to know at this time? We have decisions. And we have self-care. It's about making decisions that is best for oneself, right? Somebody needs some time to recharge, to cleanse, right? To be able to enjoy their wonder and their joy. Spring. This is about timing. So the time is now. We are in spring. It's time to start planting your seeds. April, right? This is the end. Well, are we in April or did it just become May? No, it's still April. Sorry, it's like 12:30 in the morning now as I'm recording, as I'm finishing. I started yesterday, now we're ending today. So it's officially the 30th, but plant your seeds, April showers, bring May flowers. Right? Things may have been dull and dreary, right? But the rewards, the new is getting ready to come out. The wonder, the joy. Everything that has been placed on top of you that was, pressing you down. Somebody didn't see the roots that you planted. Oh, I don't know why I just did that. We have renewal. There's the spark. There's the spark, so you can fan the flame. New life, fresh start, rejuvenation, healing after a crisis. We have sacral chakra. Somebody could have been robbing from your sacral chakra, trying to rob you of your life force in a sense. Trying to, like I said, control. Somebody here had different people for different things. You played the role of however you are related to this individual, right? However they are to you in your soul tribe, family, friend, lover, business partner, whatever title, role they claim to give you. It's gonna have to do with some type of laundering. It could be like money laundering involved. And disharmony here. Somebody here was creating conflict, competition here. Harsh communication. Empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed, the sun. But the sun will always rise. The sun will always shed light on what has been darkened. I got some other dice. We're gonna see what we get out of this. Universe. Anything else for the collective, please? We have a rainy day. This looks like an air tag or something. Somebody could have either been trying to monitor somebody or keep up with you or wanting to know where you were at all times. I don't know, this is reminding me of one of those NFC tags or an air tag or... I don't know. The fact that this one came out in the reverse, it actually came out like that. Oh, we have the money symbol. Hey. Yeah, money. Something here. Maybe money has been down. Money's about to go up. Either way, those dark and dreary days are behind you. Somebody was told not to do something, not to continue fueling something, but they kept doing something anyway with this stop hand. I don't know, that reminds me of a droplet. It's like they're trying to... they're trying to take something away from... something here that could be nourishing to somebody. Wanting to rob your life force again. I don't know. We have an apple here that's reversed. Somebody here did not want you to have some kind of wisdom, some kind of information. They didn't want you to have access to something. They didn't want their control over you, their access to you to be revoked, taken away, thrown out with this garbage can. They didn't want you to receive some kind of recompense, some kind of finances. Something's going down. They're going down. See? Stop. They were told not to do something, but, you know, they poked the bear. They poked the energy. They kept poking something here. And then we have the sprout. The fruits to your success. The labor. Some kind of growth here for you. The watering period is over. You have de-weeded and got rid of interference, got rid of cross frequencies. Somebody here could also been like trying to like monitor you in some kind of way, maybe through the internet. We have cooking. Somebody definitely cooking. I don't know what they're cooking. They're definitely cooking something up. Something they've been trying to hide. Something that's obviously not good for them. It's not good for their health. It's like they're fishing. They were always fishing for something. And there's the circus. Did not want you to have access to information. We have this guitar in the river. Like, a copycat. Someone who's trying to pawn something off as not their own. Somebody could even have, like, copyright. Something about copyright could be involved. Or somebody here could be claiming to be a musician and they're really not. I don't know. With a baseball cap. Somebody here could wear a lot of baseball caps, or they like to try and hide their face. We have the teacup reverse. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the tea is being spilt. The tea has been spilt. Some of you, maybe they didn't want you to talk to somebody who was a high priestess, going back to the beginning of this reading. They didn't want you to have access to knowledge or information. They didn't want somebody to deprogram you. But you have been. You have been. There's the flame. There's the flame. Huh. Thank you, Spirit. Alrighty, and lastly, I was very inspired by Linda Likes Tarot in her shells, and I got a whole bunch of Scrabble tiles, so thank you, Linda, for my latest obsession. So we're going to see what we get out of this. I got letters, I got numbers. Here we go. Universe, anything else for the collective, please? Something here about a deer. Maybe somebody here likes to hunt. We have the number 17 and 72. Something here about a grandmother. We have Avo. Somebody here could be Latino. We have a blank tile. Log. Something here about logs. Maybe something here about wood construction. Maybe somebody here works in construction in some kind of way. Maybe this person likes to hunt, or they're, I don't know, hyper macho. Something to do with the grandmother. Maybe there's a grandmother here involved somehow. We have the number 57. This could be somebody's age. Something here about maybe 2017. Maybe something significantly happened then. Something about the AEU? I don't even know what that is. 55. 94. Someone's name could be Susie, Susan. The number 71. Somebody's name could be Kyle. We have 32. '71 and 72. Something here happened back to back. Somebody was definitely trying to repeat something. Somebody here could have been born in 94. Somebody's name could be Joe, Joey, Joseph. We have Jose. Like I said, somebody here could be Latino. A lot of E's. Someone's name could be Javier. Someone's name could be Lucy. Maybe somebody here likes I Love Lucy. Something here about a zoo. Maybe somebody here belongs in a zoo. Maybe they like to go to the zoo. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody recently went to the zoo. Maybe you want to go to the zoo. Someone's name could be Jerry. Someone's name could be Liz, Elizabeth. Somebody here could be a welder. Or maybe they know how to weld. Or maybe they're into that. Maybe that, I don't know. Somebody here could do a lot of the, you know, marijuana. Something here maybe about a telephone, a television. Somebody calls something a telly. I don't know, like maybe the UK. Somebody could be from the UK. Maybe they watch a lot of shows from the UK. Somebody's name could be Zach. Or it could be Jack. Somebody here could also be a hack. Or a lie. Somebody here could be into gore. Maybe they're into horror. Somebody here could be into horror. We have solve. Somebody here wanted, I don't know, maybe they wanted something here. They didn't want you to be able to solve something. We have an ear. Something to do with somebody's ear. They didn't want you to hear something. Or they didn't want you to have the ability to be able to ear. Look at that. ER was left behind. Well in ER. Maybe somebody could be like a hypochondriac. Maybe they're perfectly well, but they pretend not to be. I don't know, maybe somebody here goes to the ER a lot. Or everything's always some kind of emergency. We have soul. I was trying to put solve. Maybe I took the letter away already. I don't know. Soul. Maybe somebody here eats a lot of, like, soul, like the fish soul. We have dole here. Dole. Maybe somebody here likes fruit salad. Something to do with fruit salad. I don't know. Maybe some... I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this now. 94, that could have something to do with like a race car number, like NASCAR. Somebody here could be into NASCAR. Somebody's name could be Joy or Joyce. Something here about a whale. Maybe a restaurant has the whale name in it. I don't know why that came about. We have soul. We have a lot of marine creatures here. Something to do with the marine. Maybe something here to do with the coast. Maybe somebody here could be a fisherman. Somebody here could be heading right to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect whatever the hell it is you're supposed to collect, because you ain't getting it. You didn't earn it. We have Sue. Somebody here could be named Susan. Maybe their nickname is Sue. Maybe you call somebody Sue. Somebody here could be being sued. Maybe you're suing somebody. Maybe you're going through some kind of sue. Maybe some kind of court case here is playing out on TV or is being aired out in some kind of way. It's being televised. Maybe something here is being hacked. Maybe some kind of coverage here is being hacked. Or it's not being covered fairly. Is there a quarrel, my furry friends? We have 0. Somebody here could have nothing. Nothing to their name. Oh, I spelled that Something to do with Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe somebody here could be a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe they're a fan of Zero. Isn't that what his name is? Zero? Or is that... No, am I wrong? Don't come for me if I am wrong. I am so sorry. But that's what I am picturing. Right? The ghost dog. We have yes. The answer is yes. So if you've been asking for something, if you've been asking some kind of question, the answer is yes. We have Yeshua here. Some of you could be religious, or you could look towards Jesus or Yeshua. Alrighty. That was what I have with that. Oh, 22:12 on the timer. I need to get a bigger bowl. I think. I don't like how I can't, like, get in there. I should probably take out some vowels, because that's a hell of a lot of vowels. We are gonna... something about K-17? That could mean something to someone that was left behind. There's something about a K-9 unit, maybe? I don't know, maybe somebody here is about, like... I don't know. Maybe they have a police dog, or maybe they're equipped with one. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody could definitely be cooking something. Maybe the dogs are required to sniff something out. Something here about ears earlier with those tiles. Somebody could have been like, didn't want you to be in earshot of something. They didn't want you to overhear something. Universe. Something here about with all those A's too. Something here about somebody here could be a 90s kid. Like something here about real monsters. We have playfulness and peacefulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Absolutely. You're headed towards playfulness and peacefulness. You know, right before, when I was putting that away, I heard Penelope. There's a lot of P's here. Somebody's name could be Penelope. Something here about Penelope Cruz, maybe from, what's that show? Criminal Minds? Maybe somebody that could work with computers. Maybe they're into IT. Maybe somebody here is one of the good guys. Anyways, that is what I have for y'all. I was gonna say tonight, but it's actually officially morning, so that is what I have for y'all this morning. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.